that song again and again, freaking again. What's up, people? This your boy, Main Event Primetime TV, back at it with another video. Now, this will be a long video, so the majority of this video will just be still shots of photos of the topic that I'm talking about, and I won't show like video footage because I don't want to get like sniped or copyright. So I'm just going to show still shot footage. And before I say anything, I see y'all, or most of y'all, like, this is going to be more of a sentimental video. Like, this is like, it's going to be, it is about entertainment, which is like, which this channel should be sports and entertainment, but this is more leaning towards the entertainment side of things. And like I said, because I grew up watching this franchise, like I did with like wrestling and like Marvel, DC, sports as a whole, like other things too. And this is like sentimental, like wrestling to me, like WWE, Power Rangers. Now, y'all all know what Power Rangers is, right? Y'all think it's a corny children's show or a show that we used to watch when we were children and used to got up, I won't say early in the morning, but like in the afternoon or early in the morning, it doesn't matter what era you watched it, and like you watch people in colorful suits fighting monsters. Now, how I became a Power Rangers fan, I basically grew up becoming a Power Rangers fan. My older brother was a Power Rangers fan. I guess I kind of inherited wrestling from my older cousin. Like, they watch something and then I watch it. And it's like when I was a baby, or when I was an infant or toddler or whatever, my mom, when we went to Disney, she went out of her way, took me to see the Power Rangers in person. And then a couple years later, I watched like reruns when it was on Disney on Jetix. If y'all don't know what Jetix is, it's now Disney XD. And they used to play like Power Rangers, Overdrive, SPD, Mystic Force, stuff like that. Like replays of old Power Ranger shows, current or old at the time. And it's like, and then Jungle Fairy came. I didn't watch RPM because RPM was barely promoted. I guess around that time I was more invested in the wrestling and stuff. But like Power Rangers RPM wasn't promoted. Then in 2010, I watched with my grandfather like the old Mighty Morphin reruns. And then Power Rangers Samurai came out a year later. I hated Samurai. I'm be honest with you. I hated Samurai. Power Rangers Samurai, I swear to God, man. Like, now, when it first came out, I barely can remember, but I was okay with it, I guess. But when they got to Super Samurai, I freaking hate it. Maybe it's because it was something new, and they never really did Super seasons or season 2 of a Power Rangers season. But, like, that, for me, honestly, that was the start of the end of Power Rangers for me. Like, when they went to a second season, I disliked it. Then, cause I was like, especially around the time I was watching old Power Ranger clips or old Power Ranger shows, and I eventually found out there was this show in Japan that's Black Power Rangers, and it was called Super Sentai. Now, Super Sentai season that was on, I think it was like 2012, so it was a year after this season, because they were doing their season, was Go Kaiser. Now, I think what made this time period crazy was you had one of the most crappy Power Ranger seasons, and you also had one of the best or greatest Super Sentai seasons. I think that's what made me get into Tokusatsu as a whole. I'll be honest and real, I don't really care like much about anime. I don't watch Dragon Ball. Now, I did watch Pokemon. I did collect some Pokemon cards growing up. but I'm not really in. I don't really care about anime like that. Like I'm not a fan of Japanese animation. I do think that some of the stuff they, which I mean, to be honest and real, some stuff in Tokusatsu is weird too. But anime, I mean, like, and then you're gonna have like the otakus. And I mean, I have nothing against people that's into anime, but like you have the people that's so obsessed with it to a point where they watch hentai, and if y'all don't know what hentai is, look it up. But like, I became a Tokusatsu fan. I watch clips. I try to get as much Power Rangers clips, not Power Rangers, Super Sentai clips. Like, oh, like, and then I eventually found out Kamen Rider, and at first when I first heard of Kamen Rider, I didn't really care about it. There was this one season of Kamen Rider. 'Cause I was watching a compilation of Kamen Rider henshins, and like there was this one Kamen Rider, I think it was Kamen Rider Shin, and this was the '90s, and so I think it was around this time Kamen Rider was on a break, but they did movies, and they had this one character. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is weird. And then like, and eventually a couple years later, Power Rangers became more and more crappier, and you had Super Mega Force. It is what it is. They didn't care, like, really, just it was completely crap. And then I eventually, like, Power Ranger stuff faded away for me for a bit. Like, I did try to a bit keep up with the franchise, not just with Power Rangers, Super Sentai too. And I was also noticing some weird stuff with Super Sentai. Like, they were doing seasons, like, they were having a bunch of characters, like Q Ranger, and then Lupin, Patent Ranger, like, seasons where teams was going against each other. I was like, what the hell is this? And it's like I said, and looking back at it in retrospective, especially now, and also including Kamen Rider, the things that I judged when I was young, a child and teenager, was like, I like as an adult. Like, Q Ranger, Lupin Power Ranger, I seen those seasons last year, and I'm catching up with Kamen Rider. I've been watching a lot of Kamen Rider as of late, like, and it makes me want to go into the point. Wait, I want to kind of break this into the sections. Um, why let me tell you the 10 reasons why Power Rangers has fallen. Let's talk about the 10 reasons why I think Power Rangers is dead as a franchise. Now, number 10, skipped Sentai seasons. Like, ever since, like, now, originally they wanted to skip Samurai, but they didn't. But like after Super Mega Force, when they skipped Go Busters, and they skipped Tokyo they skipped like Zoojer, they skipped Q Ranger. Well, eventually they adapted this sword footage of Q Ranger. Like, they skipped a lot of seasons, and I do think it's partly the reason why you shouldn't do 2 seasons of the same thing. Like, they could have done more with like what they had. Like, I do think they should have been a deal done with like Nickelodeon, or not Nickelodeon, somebody to not do 2 seasons. Like, that's what really turns me off about Power Rangers. Like, I think like when you're a child, like you kind of like look like you didn't really know, but like you kind of see the forest from the trees. Even as an adult, like you see something, you kind of see, oh, it's gonna like have a ripple effect. And I think that's what the Super Seasons has done. They skipped a lot of seasons. Even now, like there's some good Super Sentai seasons that they could still do. Like, now I know there's some seasons where Power Rangers can't do, like Zen Kaiser and Don Brothers. Those seasons are sentimental to Super Sentai because they're more Japanese. But like, you got Care Major, the season that came out during the pandemic. Care Major. You had trying to think. It's okay. King Oger. And I watched King Oger. Like, King Oger is a good series. King Oger, Boom Boonger, Gozuger. Like, you got some good, even like like Rewa, like Heisei, the later seasons of Heisei that they skipped. Like, and that's what turned me off about Power Rangers. Like, they skipped like a lot of seasons. Even when they did some seasons too, like they did like Q Ranger, but they didn't fully do it. Like, and that pisses me off. Like, you had some good Super Sentai seasons that they completely ignored and skipped and thought like, oh, this season was too lame. This season was this. This season was that. And it's just like they couldn't have done something. Like I'm gonna give you this example. Power Rangers RPM. Power Rangers RPM was more serious than Go Onger. Like they couldn't just get Go Onger and just like made another Mighty Morphin clone or whatever. But they made Power Rangers RPM. And that's what bugged me about like Power Rangers recently. Like they just don't even care no more. Since Saban bought them, like they made like a lot of weird decisions. And then you had the 2017 movie that failed. Like that's number 9 in my list. Like you have number 8, the MMPR Accession. Like I get that people love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I get some people grew up with that show. People had a crush on Kimberly. People loved the Zords. People loved the look of the show. And it's just like, most people did not grow up. I didn't grow up with MMPR. Now, I did watch the 2010 version of it, but I didn't grow up when the show was, like, on originally. Like, can we, like, it's just, like, make a balance to where, like, we can still do Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stuff, but do other Power Ranger seasons, too. Like, I know Power Rangers, that's what I'm saying, like, Power Rangers recently, like, I get it's for children, like, it's, like, I look at it as, like, WWE. Like, what they're doing is completely lazy. Like they just don't care no more like they did in the past. Like, it's so freaking weird. Like, how most, and it's not just that, like, there's a lot of wrestling fans that's also Power Rangers fans, too. So I'm not the only one. Like, because this is a guy I used to watch on YouTube, wasn't it, Grimm's Toy Show? He was also not just a big wrestling fan. He was also he was also a Power Rangers fan, too. And I was like, oh, dang, I thought I was the only one who was, like, a Power Rangers fan and also a wrestling fan, too. But, yeah, it's like, I get people love MMPR. Like, I'm not going to pretend it's, like, a horrible show or whatever. And it's, like, I'm not going to be one of those people, oh, you freaking old heads. Y'all love this so much and it's so overrated. Like, I'm not going to be that stupid-ass person. But, like, I do think that, like, MMPR can help Power Rangers, but it can also kill Power Rangers. And that's what it's doing. And then number 7 is Super Mega Force failure. Like, I remember watching Super Mega Force, and I was like, I was so disappointed because, like, I watched Gokaiger, and after they did Super Mega Force, especially watching Gokaiger really just broke my heart as a child. Like, it really broke my heart. Like, worse than any girl that rejected me in school. Like, what they did to Gokaiger was unforgivable. Like, they made Gokaiger into a joke. If y'all watch Gokaiger, it's like the closest thing to, like, it's like One Piece, but live action. Now, I don't watch anime, but I know about One Piece, and it's basically a pirate anime. And, like, Gokaiger is literally the live action version of it. Unlike the Netflix remake or whatever. Like, but Power Rangers version. Number 6, I do think this is another problem with Power Rangers too, is tablet culture. I do think tablet culture also plays a role of why Power Rangers has failed as a series. Like, I do think that children is too obsessed with tablets and not into toys no more. Or not just toys, but TV, period. And I do think that can also be problematic too, to why Power Rangers has felt like, because a lot of children is more into like Blippi or freaking Coco Melon or like whatever YouTuber, Mr. Beast. And like, for me, I grew up watching TV or playing outside or social media. I do prefer children to watch TV and be outside than be on social media because there's a lot of stuff, but it is what it is. Number 5, bad writing. I do think that bad or horrible writing has killed Power Rangers. Like, the writing of Power Rangers, especially post Samurai, like post RPM was just cheesy and like childish even for a children's show. Like, the Power Rangers writing, like they treated children like they were dumb. Like if you compare it to like Super Sentai, like yeah, Super Sentai is a children's show, but they don't treat its audience like it's dumb or something. Like you watch Super Sentai season, even as an adult, and you still appreciate the show and the empowerment of the show. And that's what power, like you watch Power Rangers, oh, you gotta have people, oh, this is corny. And I do think that the writing of Power Rangers has made it be corny. Like, it's just like, when I watch Samurai and all these other seasons, Ninja Steel, maybe except Dino Charge, it's corny. Because the writing was stupid, dumb, and corny. Like, oh, it's not just your traditional Ranger got to fight a monster, blah blah blah, this and that. Like it's just like they didn't like like, if you compare like the Power Rangers RPM, SPD, like those seasons, it had good writing. Now, did it have like Emmy Award winning writing? No, but it took good writing, and that's what Power Rangers need for a good Power Ranger show is good writing. Number four, out of touch goes into like number four, out of touch storylines and characters. Like there was a lot of characters and storylines that were just completely out of touch. Like they did the same thing. They tried to do the same thing that they did for like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but doing it in a modern standpoint. Like Broken Skull and like high school and all this stuff and all corny '90s stuff, like stuff that worked in the '90s but don't work in today's standpoint. And I think that's what also killed Power Rangers. Like they tried to do some stuff that was popular in the '90s but not popular today. Like people evolve. Like comedy and entertainment evolve. And like that's how life is. Things evolve. And Power Rangers, they didn't evolve. They just like was stuck in the '90s. Number three, the music and OST sucked. Like all you hear is go Power. It's like it's all you hear out of like post RPM seasons, go Power Rangers, and all this like cheesy music. Like I'm not expecting like hard rock music or hard metal music, but like you at least give us good music. And that's what most of these recent Power Rangers seasons did not give us. Like Samurai, like Go Power Rangers and blah blah blah. It's like no. Like if you want people to be invested in the Power Rangers, you gotta have good music, a good theme song and good background music, and that's what Power Rangers did not have. They did not have good like music. It just sucked. Number two, I would basically put these two together. Number two, number one. The Neo Saban era and Hasbro, they just don't care. Like the most recent owners of Power Rangers, they just did not care. Like starting with Neo Saban, you had Samurai that cared a bit, and then like eventually it just became a wannabe Shinkanger. And then like you had Megaforce and Super Megaforce, like they couldn't live up to like them being like not being like, but being just as good as like Go Kaiser and Go Sage. I mean Go Sager and Go Kaiser. Like it's just like Dino Charge was the only good season, like good seasons, like because it's a dinosaur scene. I can fuck that up. Excuse my language. It's like that was the only good seasons of the Neo Saban era. And then you had like Ninja Steel. Oh my god. The only thing good about that show was the Pink Ranger was hot. Like she literally looked like she did not belong at Power Ranger show. I mean that in a good way. Like she could literally just like she's like more like a WWE wrestler. Like she's so like she reminds me of like Trish Stratus. Like they had a hot Pink Ranger, more hot than like Kimberly in the '90s. Like come on, like. And then you had like the Hasbro era. You got Beast Morphers, whatever, and it's like, and then after that is the Dino Fury season, and they just dipped after they just stopped caring. The suits was crappy and shitty, and Cosmic Fury, and they just halfly used the Q Ranger footage, and it was just a freaking steaming pile of shit, and it's just like this is the show I grew up watching. And they just don't care anymore. Like, especially for the younger generation who also, like, I don't know, man. And I do have extra reasons like bad suits and I also mentioned the super seasons. People look at it as corny. And another reason I didn't really get into is the toys were shit. Like, especially in the Neo Saban era. Like, when you buy the toys compared to, like, their Sentai counterpart, there's a night and day difference. Which, I mean, of course there is going to be a night and day difference because Japan cares more about Tokusatsu than us in the West. But, like, it's just like some of the toys is like I can't. Even as a child, I was not motivated. Oh, mom, I want this, or dad, I want this. Like you don't want a child to be motivated to want to get this toy. When I see these toys compared to like its Japanese counterparts, I'll be like, what even is this shit? Like, you just give us a dang McDonald's toy. Like most of these damn toys are like McDonald's toys. Like compared to the Japanese counterpart. Like I remember if I had the if you had the money, if your parents had the money, or even had the money as an adult, you would buy the Sentai version than the American version, and that's the reasons why Power Rangers felt like I feel like Power Rangers, like especially in a today's standpoint, like really did itself a disservice by not caring and just being obsessed of like this old show that's like I get people grew up with that show, but like it's just like there's come a point in time where you can't be obsessed with it no more. Like you got to move on, and eventually you have to because those MMP people who grew up watching MMPR, they're gonna be elderly people, and it's gonna be freaking weird for an elderly person to get an MMPR toy. Which I mean, if let's say have a grandchild, but like those people's gonna be grandparents. Like, there's gonna be people that grew up watching like your other shows. And it's just like I feel like the solution for all this is just keep watching Kamen Rider. Like, I do if you want the best out of Tokusatsu, it's either Kamen Rider or Ultraman. Like with Ultraman, I don't know much about Ultraman, but Kamen Rider, man, I swear to God, if you want the best out of Tokusatsu, watch Kamen Rider. And thank God Hasbro is never gonna touch Kamen Rider anytime soon, or possibly ever. Like, and if they do, I will freaking riot. Like, Kamen Rider, man, or what some people call Mask Rider. It's just it's a good show. Like I watch Zets now. Zets, I mean, you do have some duds episodes of Zets, but like Zets is a good show. And there's now there is some controversy and stuff because like they're trying to globalize, but they're doing it in a weird way. The best thing they should do is put it on Netflix or put it on Crunchyroll. Like make a deal with somebody, like put it on like a platform that has like more Japanese stuff, and like maybe have like anime fans or people that's like into like Asian media like Squid Games or whatever watch it and like see what they gotta say. They might still think it's corny Power Ranger stuff, but that's a fucking minority. Like, don't listen to them. Listen to people like us who actually want Tokusatsu to grow. Like, and I do think I mean, the only thing good about Tokusatsu today is Kamen Rider, because Super Sentai is dead, and Power Rangers is basically dead too. And if you want something good with Tokusatsu, it's either Kamen Rider or Ultraman, or maybe if you're that weird, Garo. But yeah, this is your boy Ben Event Primetime TV. I'm out. Peace.